There we go. Good morning or good afternoon, depending where in the world you are. How are you doing? So let me just find you on my various devices. And then if you're not too shy, you can introduce yourself and say hello and let me know that you're joining us for this easy, gentle workout today. So for those of you that are just jumping on, my name's Jane, and my intention is to, over the next week, just to introduce to you a series of really gentle workout programs that I will leave on my pages so you can help increase your stamina and increase your upper body strength. And you don't need any fancy equipment at all. All I would ask is that you make sure that you've had clearance from a medical practitioner if you're maybe suffering from long COVID or you have any underlying health issues, and that you've not been told that you can't exercise. And if you're unsure, just make sure that you get the okay. And again, because this is online and because we're not directly in front of each other, then you take part at your own risk. But I've got your back. I'm going to make sure that you are safe and you enjoy the session. The equipment that you'll need. So some of you, for various reasons, may just need a chair nearby for a little bit of support or balance. And I'd just like to preview how you can use the chair for any of the movements that we do. So anything that I'm doing from side to side, you could do chair-based. You take the legs side to side. If I'm walking back and forth, you can march. If I'm doing heel dips, you can take heels out. So there's lots of options there for you. So just have the chair there as a tool should you need it. Or maybe if you feel that you're getting really short of breath, you can do the movements slowly from the chair. So that's the first option, and I will have the chair there and I will refer to it from time to time. So let's pop that in the corner. So you can tell I'm full of beans today, literally. So today we're going to do cardio and upper body. So I will intersperse some upper body movement. Now some of you will be ready to use weights and you'll include weights. If not, if you don't need to have any fancy equipment, just maybe, those very small sized food tins. So maybe you've just got something around the house that is quite light that will just give you a little bit of resistance. So you can add that in as an option. Obviously, one size doesn't fit all, so I will do my best to accommodate you all. But if you need to make the movement a little bit more intense, you go bigger with the moves. And if you need to pull back, you go a little bit lighter, and you can take breaks as often as you want and you hydrate as often as you want. So I'm just going to pop the music on. I think the volume should be about right, but for those of you who do have availability to comment, because not everybody will, just let me know if the music is too soft or too quiet when we get going. There we go. So I can see some of you here. There we go. So those of you that are on my Facebook feed, I would really appreciate it if you just give me a little bit of feedback about how the music volume is, and then if everybody's happy with that, we can get going, which would make me very happy. Hi, how are we doing? Hi everybody. So how are we doing with the music volume? Does the music sound about right? If you are happy with the music volume, then I will get going. And I'll just give you a minute just to give me a little bit of feedback on that. For those of you that are raring to go, just while I just get a little bit of confirmation about the music volume, why don't you just take that into a march? Let's get going straight away. Let me just switch over here. Bit louder. Thank you, Angela. There we go. So I'm hoping that that's appropriate. If it's too loud, just give me a shout. Yeah? Are you ready? Are we doing this? So I would very much like for you just to take that march. Look at us. We are close to being ready to go. Here it is. So take a little march on the spot. Can go louder. Thank you. Yes, super duper. Lovely. So we just take a march. So we're just going to take it really easy. Yeah, just get the oxygen in. So we take the shoulder roll and back. That's all we're doing. We're interested in just elevating the heart rate enough to be getting that oxygen in and utilised around the muscles. Just so we can take real deep breaths. Let's stay with that. So take a deep breath in and breathe it out. Now, do you know what? You can, some of you will be already styling it out. How you move is up to you. There's no hard or fast rule. So we just take a little walk forward. So we walk forwards and we march. And then we walk back and then we march. So we take it forward and march, yes. And we take it back and march. We go again. So I'm working in quite a small space, you can see. I just keep disappearing. So my movement patterns are going to be quite small anyway, but you can go a little bit bigger if you need to. So again, for some of you, it may be just walking forward with the chair there for a little bit of support, yeah? So you know you've always got that there if you need it. Terrific. We go again. How about we just march and tap? 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Try and regulate your breathing. And I know that sounds a real odd thing to say, but maybe just try and take your head. Breathe. Breathe out. So you breathe. Breathe out. You see, rather than it just being sporadic, you're being mindful of just trying to be a little bit rhythmical with that. And again, we take that. So now if you're comfortable, some of you are going to be going much bigger, right? Yeah, some of you, this may be just the first little bit of exercise you've done for a while, so be kind to yourself. So let's take a march forward and a bicep curl. Let's take a march back. We keep going with that bicep curl. So get ready, let's step side to side. So side and back, side and back. Now at any point you can lose the arm movement and just do the sideways steps. If your hips start to feel uncomfortable, just take that to a march. So here it is. So I take a bicep curl and down. So we're just starting to build a little bit bigger now. So some of you, I know some of you will be here. Some of you just take it easy, listen to your body. So I take it 4 and back, yes. 3 and back. I'm going to show you 101 things you can do in a small space. I'm an expert after this last year. Relax the arms, 2 steps, 1, 2. Now I'm pretty sure most of you will be okay with that, but if that does catch your hips, a little march this way or a scoop, just by turning the hips slightly, it's just going to take the pressure out of those hips for you. Yeah? Brilliant. 4 more. So we take it 4, 3, 2, now back to a single step. So now the arms go out and back. Now the good news is, in my sessions, you get a load of kudos, you get loads of points for effort, you get absolutely 0 for style. So don't worry if the arms and legs are not coordinating. It really doesn't matter. That's not important. Just as long as you're moving safely and effectively, that is the important thing. So some of you might want to go half speed, some of you will be here, some of you will be going for it. Keep those shoulders back, keep the chest lifted, the elbows no higher than the shoulders. Great. So let's just come to a little pause. I'd like you just to push one heel into the floor. You can use your chair for a bit of balance and support if you want. And I want you to feel that lengthening in the back of the leg. And let's change sides. So again, if you've maybe not been as active as you would like to hope over the last few months, then the muscles can become really tight. So it's important that we just get them lengthened as much as we can. Then just take a little stretch through the back of the leg. And I want you to hold that there. Again, with the side for balance a little bit. And then we change. So again, just feel that little bit of lengthening through the back of the thigh. Great job. So again, two choices. Some of you are quite comfortably going to that stretch. Others, we just take the foot back and just tilt the hips just to feel a gentle lengthening through the front of the thigh. Excellent. And then change sides for me. There we go. See your comments all over the place now. See you all over the place. So either here or here. Let's come in for a march. Fantastic. Alright, so we're just going to walk back and forth, but let's go off at an angle. So let's just take a walk forward and back. So I know that I've got some people on my live today that can probably do a little bit more than I'm going to give you. So here, this is where I'm going to be staying. This is where I feel comfortable. Some of you want to go a little bit bigger, so all you do is cover more distance. And some of you, you'll be able to add a new lift into that, yes? Work with a level that feels like it's giving you a little bit of challenge, but isn't going to take the breath out of you within the next couple of minutes, yeah? Because we've got about 8 or 9 minutes to go. So we're just walking forward and back. Fantastic. Let's stay with that. 4 more to go. 4, 3, 2. Now let's walk forward. Now you can stay with the walk, or you can add just a little tap at the end. Or as I did earlier, I put in the knee lift. It's up to you. I remember some of you will just be keeping something there for a bit of balance. You're all going to be accessing this for many different reasons, yes? Let's go again. 4 more. So I take that 4, 3, 2. Now come for a march on the spot. Now you can go without weights. You can go with your weights or your bootings. So right here I lift and lower. Now here's the option. Some of you, if you are really struggling with your breathing these days, you may want to take the weight off. You can just keep the toes tapping. Why do I want you to keep your feet moving? I don't want the blood to pool. I need you to be safe. So either a toe tap or a little seated march. Yeah. You can also do the arm work without the weights. Again. So we lift and lower. Yeah. Those of you that are feeling pretty good with that, you can lift the knees. You can lift them low knees. Or you can lift your knees a little bit higher. Yeah. Again. So at any point if it just starts to feel a little bit much, just put the weights down. I'm going for 8 more. 8 right here. 7, 6, 5, just a 4 to go. 4, 3, 2. Brilliant. Those weights go down. And let's just take a walk out to the opposite corner. So, slowly does it. Chair for balance or side for balance. Those of you that want a little bit more. Yes. Arms are relaxed. Okay, just working at your comfortable pace. We're going 8 more. Of course we are. As instructors, you can't count past 8. We might give you 808, but we can't count past 8. Brilliant. Now just come back to the front again. And then I want you to go back to your weights. So right here, I'm going to lift, push, back and down. Lift, push, back and down. Now for some of you, it might be a little push, yeah? So right here, bigger, lift all the way up. Again, lift, push. Now for some of you, push and back, push and back. For some of you, both arms together. So I'm going to take you through 2 sets of 8 music counts. So look, here's your easiest. Yeah. Or remember, you could pull back by just going halfway up. So I'm going 8. Swivel, we'll do both arms together. 7. Let's go. 6. 5. You got this. Come on. 4. 3. 2. Up to you. 1. Weights down. Terrific job. So now I'm going to take you back to those side taps. And we're just going to travel those forward and back. Now if your hips are uncomfortable, just march on the spot or straight forward and back. So I'm going to bring that forward. And then I'm just taking that back. Yeah. So I'm bringing that forward and taking that back. So this is going to be your slightly easier option. I'm going to layer in some changes. So some of you will take the arms in with that. Now some of you will definitely be able to go a little bit harder. So you can take the step touch forward and you can bring in just to heel up a little bit on the way back. Yeah. Now again, it may be that you've done a little bit and you need to sit. So remember the movement that I gave you with the legs. So let me do this. Hopefully without these tunes disappearing, I'll be in real trouble then, wouldn't I? So you could do heel digs to the front, taps to the side. You could just go for toe taps and swing the arms, yeah? It's all good. So we're going to do just a few more sets like this, travelling forwards. And then I take it back. Smash him. So I'm coming forwards again. And then I'm taking that back. Now for those of you that really felt that you could go much bigger, you can lift the knees up and then bring it back, yeah? So for those of you who think, actually you might find, how many of you are finding you could do more than you thought you could? So if you fall into that category, bring those knees up. Tomorrow we'll do that, lifting both knees up at the same time. All my regulars are going, oh, Jane, your jokes are so lame. We know them all. Get some new material. So we're going to go forward and back. Let's go again. Forward and back. Great. So let's just walk it. So we're coming in towards the end of the workout already, can you believe that? So we're going to start to go a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to add a new one each day. So eventually if you find that if you could do for more than 15 minutes, you'll just be able to add them on. So by the end of the week, you'll have over an hour's worth of exercise that you can access, but you can build it up gradually. And after our last session, I'll show you how to do that, how to add bits on, yes. We're going 4 more to the march on the spot. 4, 3, 2, march right here. So now, option without weights. This way is going to target the back of your arms a little bit. And then we push, release, push, release. Remember, if you've gone back to sitting, to keep your feet moving. Yes. Push, release, push, release. You shouldn't feel horrible here. Yeah, you should feel comfortable. Shall I put in a bigger option for those of you that need more? So I take the arms overhead and I push, release, push, release, push, release. Now whichever version you're doing, 8 more to finish. We go 8, 7, 6, 5, just the 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and we're done. Well done. And now we're just going to either march or little side taps, loosen up around the shoulders. Brilliant. So from here, take the hands behind. You bring the shoulders back, so either hands to hips. I would like you to keep your legs moving a bit longer. So it might be just a walk around March on the spot, but don't stand still yet. If you want to sit, keep your toes moving. Fantastic. Let's take the hands away. Taking that air all the way down deep into the lungs. Well done. So 2 choices on your next stretch. You can push this way, you can go back to this position. And you take stretching the back of the arms. And then we change. And release. Now if you want to use the chair for a bit of balance too, let's just take lengthening through the back of the legs. So we slow down and we go 4, 3, 2 and hold. So some of you will have the toes down, some of you will fall back. You can hold here, feeling that stretch all the way through the back of the thigh. Excellent, let's change. So again, either as you are, push all the way back, feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Brilliant. Again, you can use the wall inside for balance. Push your heel back, bend into the front, and then to back. So when we've finished our stretches, I'll be staying on the feet. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask away. You can see on the tip tape at the bottom, the little banner, that just my website, there's contact form there. So again, if you've got any questions, then just drop me a line. I'll be so happy to help. So from here, I will this way to go the stretch of the front of the thigh. Some of you will comfortably take the stretch of the front of the leg that way. And then let's change. So either this way or just take that leg back, pushing it forward slightly. Feet underneath the hips, and then just take that stretch, that reach inside your body. And then we change. And then we shake that out. Let me just drop this down. So for those of you that maybe through illness or through motivation haven't been able to exercise as late, or maybe just feel a little bit of overwhelm for the fact that, a whole half an hour feels too much, I would say to you, just by doing that today, what an amazing step. So, oh, you're welcome. So really, really fantastic job for having the courage just to get the ball rolling. So I'll do another session tomorrow, which will be again more movement like today. Oh, you're welcome, Alison. And then we'll do some leg work as well tomorrow. And I'll just keep adding on and adding on. So you should have lots of things that you can mix and match. So, oh, you are so very welcome. Oh, I love that. Some of you have used that as a warm-up, haven't you? You're going to go out and you're going to do your dog walking and all that stuff. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad, Dawn. I'm really pleased about that. You are so welcome, you guys. My pleasure. My absolute pleasure. So, oh, thank you, Rosie. And if you're anything like me, some days you can do more than you can do on others, can't you? Some days your head says no and your body says yes, and vice versa. I think the worst is when your head and your body say no. That's the hardest time to find the motivation. But I'm so pleased you did that with me today. Thank you so much. Righty ho. So have a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. The times are different every day. So if you look on my main Facebook page, I'll try and make the time to post them to the website as well. Then you'll find all of the details there. But you can watch everything on replay as well. So have yourselves a fantastic day. Well done.